Hello everyone, welcome back to Raspberry Rock. I'm Russell. Russell Bananas. If I ever changed my last name, that's what it would be, Bananas. I wonder if City Girl would be up for that. Anyway, it's about 18 Celsius, about 68 degrees Fahrenheit, somewhere in there. Are you sick of gardening yet? At least Raspberry Rock gardening videos? I got one more thing to do, and then we just maintain the garden. I bought this hose. I remember drip hoses, like irrigation drip hoses, to be like a regular hose with holes in it. But this is quickly falling apart on me. This doesn't have holes in it. It's like the whole hose is a membrane, right? And can you see that? So it's like this. It almost feels like nylon. So what happens is you put some water pressure through here and the water just comes right through the hose. Weird, right? I'm a little concerned that, like, we're using pots. We don't have like lines of, in a regular garden you just have a line of stuff and this hose would be fine. But we're using pots, so we gotta circle this around in each pot. And my gut says that as soon as I start forcing water in here, it's gonna want to straighten out. But maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, there's 2 hoses to a package, which should work for these 16 or so pots that we have. I'm gonna go try it. I'll go test it. If it works, and I can circle it in each pot, then we're gonna straighten out. We're gonna have 2 lines of pots. But if it doesn't work, then we're just gonna leave the pots there because I gotta keep using the sprinkler. Does that all make sense? It makes sense up here somewhere, between levels 4 and 5 in my brain. Right where I keep my soap and my memories of Sesame Street. Okay, let's go. That's definitely working up until a point here. Let's stretch it out. I think we gotta take all the crinkles out of it. Oh, we got water beating up. Oh, no. Okay. So right to the very end. It's not doing it up here. This is a bit of a high spot. Like I said, it still is working a bit. So the question now, the question on everybody's minds is, can I loop it in a pot? Let's try. I don't know, whatever. These are gonna go up, right?
Yeah. I think it's a mouse.
You're wicked here.
Well, do they need to be like closer? Does this guy need to be closer?
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Okay, that almost fell on you. GoPro was on a dead tree here, and I leaned on it, and that tree was go ahead right here, city girl here. If I hadn't caught it, that would have been not so good. Okay, so
So do we want to do that? Do we want to move like this closer? All of these pots?
well, if one line of hose is enough to water these guys.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, and look at this, stuff like this, like, come on, that shouldn't happen. Yeah, now I'm gonna need the sticks.
Okay. Oh, like.
Yes. Yeah, now I'm gonna need the sticks.
Okay. Oh, like.
Beauty.
Ooh. Thanks.
And if you want this pot to get water, I don't know, is there anything wrong with it?
No, but I can put like another.
Alright, so what happened?
Well, the hose is working in some areas, but at this high point here, well, can we call it the high point? I guess it's just not working as far as the water coming through. So we don't know what is happening.
Well, we sort of know what's happening. The garden's not level, right?
Well, no, it's not.
I didn't think it would be as big a problem as it is, but we got some reason. These ones are doing okay up here, but when we get down to here, very little water coming through. Especially, well, these first two pots here. This pot, I think there's a big hole there somewhere, but it's getting water. This one, not too much. Nothing. And then we've got a little bit here. Lots coming out here, 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 and down here. So the downhill ones are getting lots of water, the uphill ones aren't. And I'm not sure if it's just we don't have enough water pressure coming from that pump, which could mean I just need a more powerful pump. I'll go take a look at it when I go down there and see what it is, because I forget. The other option is we try and make all of these pots level with each other, which would be impossible out here. I'd have to build something like a stand, 2 stands that would both have to be at the same height.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with my first instinct. So what I'm gonna do, actually, for the short term, until I figure out exactly what we're gonna do, I'm gonna get a big watering can and I'm gonna put this into it. So this is just short term. So that I'll turn on the hose for 10, 15 minutes or whatever I think is going to take it. And then at the end I'll come out, and if any pot didn't get proper amount of water, then I'll have water in the watering can. Not a great solution, I know, right? But it's either that or we go back to the sprinkler.
Yep.
But we're going to stick with this for a little bit. What do we do about these 3 pots right now? Do you think they have enough water?
These pots? Or those 2 pots?
These 3 up here. Or 4 or 5 or...
Yeah, they're fine.
They're fine? Okay.
Well, you watered them yesterday, so they're fine.
Yeah, I did. I watered them last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll pray to the rain gods. Might have to do a dance.
Go.
You, not me.
It's also possible that the battery is getting low because we running the pump for an hour while I tried to sort out the hose. Oh yeah, that should be making noise right now. That's dead. Okay. There you go. So tomorrow I'll charge up the battery, and tomorrow we'll see. Take a look at this pump. I can't read it because I don't have glasses on, but the camera will tell all. Yeah. Does that say 3 gallons per minute? Yeah. Okay. Guys, my week's all messed up. We're on... That's why. We're on our way to town. Despite the fact that I have to go to town tomorrow for a dentist appointment, and I gotta go Friday for a doctor's appointment, we're going today because of Junebug's ears. She's got another ear infection. Flapping her ears a lot, it's really bothering her. And I contacted the vet's office, and I said, I need to bring my dog Junebug in. She's got that same ear infection. And I told them I'd be there Wednesday and Friday, and they said, okay, we can take you Friday. I said, okay, can we get the medication in the meantime, and I'll bring her in on Friday? And they said, yeah. And I didn't want to wait any longer, even despite the fact that I'm going to town tomorrow. I didn't want to wait any longer. I want to get the Junebug started on this medication, get her some relief. So, messed up week, because, man, when I go to town, I got doctor's appointment at 11:30, dentist appointment around the same time. The bugs are starting to get me here. It really breaks up my day. It's like, my day is shot because of this, Okay, hold on, I gotta bring this down. It really breaks up my day, and I can't really get started on something. Mud hole. Mosquito hole. I can't really get started on something, and then, I probably could, but anyway, today we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak. There's my lens here. Such a problem with pollen right now. Well, problem? I mean, that's not pollen. Anyway, there's just pollen covering everything. There's pollen all over my deck. Pollen on everything. What was I just talking about? Right, so anyway, we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone here, which is an odd saying, isn't it? I don't kill birds with stones. Yesterday, I'm trying to get my vigorous in, is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to lose weight here. Yesterday, I did more than 10 kilometers. Probably closer to 12, maybe even more than 12. Just hiking. So We're hiking out now to the road to get our vigorous in. I weighed myself the other day. I'm 237 pounds. So I was below 230. I think back in the wintertime when I was exercising, when I was doing hiking almost daily. But you know, regressed a little bit, but that's no reason to give up. You know, just keep at it. It was spooked two grouse on the way out here. The second one was like right beside the trail, right where I was walking. Which is always startling. And usually when you spook a grouse and they take off through the trees, they have this magical route planned out between the branches that, you know, I don't know how they found that route, but they just go and soar between the trees, and it's beautiful. But not that guy. He hit every branch on the way out. He's like bang, 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 bang. Guess he didn't plan his route carefully. It's always exciting for the dogs when that happens. And sometimes I think a frog just jumped. And sometimes there's two of them there. One will fly off, but the other one will just stay on the ground. And I'm like, what are you doing there? It's happened to me on the ATV. Like, I'm driving along. One takes off. One's like right in the middle of the trail. I have to stop and go, come on. So here, we've been seeing the turtles come up. The snappers and whatever, the tortoises. This is definitely a tortoise. Sorry, a snapping turtle. Egg laying spot. Came up there and laid his eggs, and then well, who knows what direction he went. They don't do well typically. The eggs that are hatched on the trail, they get dug up. Not by me, not by the dogs. Some predator. This one time, I was coming in on the ATV. Thankfully I didn't have the dogs with me, because we came across this duck and like 14 little ducklings. And they just like scurrying all around the trail, like, and I was like, I had to stop my ATV a few times. I'm like, come on, go with the mother, she's over there. Yeah, a really good thing Willow wasn't there, because I would have been jumping off the ATV and diving on her. All those tasty little snacks. I think they all got back together after I left. Bit of a mix-up. They said medication was ready, but I also had medication on order for Willow eye drops. Thankfully, they said, "Can you bring Junebug in right now?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Okay, hold on. Yeah, here we go. Come on, Junebug, come inside. Just waiting for the doctor. Weighing in at 68.8 pounds. She's lost a little bit of weight. It's good. She's been on a bit of a diet. But no, she looks good. Good looking dog. Oh, you look fat when you sit like that. Big pork. Yeah.
Sorry, darling. Yeah, this one has a little more than the...
So very interesting. He gave Junebug eardrops. They were little squeeze thingies, one in each ear. He said that's good. It's a long-lasting antibiotic eardrop. I was like really surprised. So I come back in 7 days and she gets another set, and that's it. So much better than pills, except they also gave me pills. I think he said they were steroids. They'll help with inflammation, something like that. So pretty neat. Of course, this is all just good until the next time she gets an ear infection. But so thankful that they were able to look at her today, because, yeah. And I was gonna rush back to the cabin so I could get her medication so it gets started, because, you know, it's really bothering her, and it'll take a day for whatever she starts getting to, you know, to take effect. But it's already working. It's good. Question, do I get a sub or do I not get a sub? I wasn't planning to. What time is it? 11 o'clock. I can be home by noon. No, I'll never be home by noon. 12:30. Oh, I got stuff to make a sub at home. Dogs shed a lot when they're nervous or excited. Yeah. There's a deer fly that followed me all the way from the forest. All right, let's get out of here. So nice in there. I love those people. And I asked the doctor, I said, can I film you while you're looking at your ears? And he didn't want to be filmed, so I didn't. But we did get, hopefully, some video of the look in her ear, which is pretty neat. Yeah. Anyway. Find the path. All right, keep going. Balance. All right. That's the easier route. Here, let me show you something while we're here. People say all the time, drop some logs in that water. You know, corduroy roads and all that. See all these pieces of log in there? They're all over the place. Last summer, when the water level was really low, I stuck all those logs in there. I even put rocks around them to try and hold them in place. But what happens when you put a log in water is just what you'd think. It rises to the top, it floats around. I run it over it with the ATV and you get this. Every single time I've tried to do that, that's what happens. You know, the logs just float around. You gotta fill it with rock. And while there is a lot of rock around here, trying to find it, like a quarry of it, it's not that easy. And I can't just drive off into the wilderness. I mean, look at it out here. It's and finding rock right now would be incredibly difficult. We got so much foliage, not too bad right here, but try to find rocks, you know, in this area. So what I'm saying is we pretty much have to find them along the trail. And then, you know, it's not like, you know, half the time the rocks are too big for me to move, or I just can't dig them up because they're, you know, there's very few places where there's just a pile of rocks and I can just kind of pick them up. I wish I could drive a dump truck back here full of rock. That'd be awesome. That's not how it works. Eating grass. Corduroy roads only work in very specific conditions. You know, and most of the mud holes around here, they wouldn't work. Not unless I had a way of moving a huge amount of dirt in first to kind of bring the... But then if I could move a huge amount of dirt, if I had a way to do that, then I could just fill the hole, right? And I don't believe, personally, of all the people who have suggested that I build a corduroy road, it's easy, you just do that, Russell. All those people, I don't believe any of them have actually done it themselves. I've done that too. I've watched a video on something and said, oh, okay, I'm an expert in that now. I know what you need to do. Anyway, I don't mind suggestions. Suggest away. Just know that not everything's going to work. Oh, I got everything to make a sub at home, including long buns, but there's something special about Subway buns, and I don't know what it is. The texture, the softness of the bun, even the flavor, it's different. I wonder how they make them that way. I wonder if I could just go buy, you know, I know they cook them there. I wonder if I could just go buy the dough and, you know, bake the bread at home and then use it fresh. Ooh, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? I should ask. Another attempt at a corduroy road. Not by me, by the hunters that rent the property. They just wash around. Messed up with my math. It's not even noon yet. It's like 11:50 something. 55, 57, 58. Don't know how I got that so wrong. Let's see the get right in here. So 3.5 kilowatt hours today. Take a look at yesterday. 5.7 yesterday. 5.0 the day before. 6.0 the day before. But we were in float mode 3 days ago. For 4 hours, 4.5 hours. We like to see float mode. Got bitten on my wrist and on my fingers. Mosquitoes. It's all mosquitoes. Which is better than deer flies. Deer flies hurt and itch for a long time. Mosquitoes will go away in 20 minutes. You feeling better yet? You feeling better? No shaky of the head? No shaky of the head? Look at you. Normally that would elicit a shake. Just a little. All right. She those pills that they gave us 3 times a day. So I'm gonna give her one now, and then I'll give her one at dinner tonight, and then you know how that works after that. Yep. Here we have it. It's a whole wheat bun, and then we got lettuce, tomatoes, some green olives. Here we got ham, a row of pepperoni, a row of salami, and then some mozzarella cheese there. And I kind of did it like this so you could see sort of everything. Oh, so there's mayo on the bun. I did it like this so you can see everything. Now I'm going to try and juggle it up and fold it over and cut it in the middle. But yeah, there's lunch. Pretty good, huh? That's really good. I gotta have a Dr. Pepper now. Mmm. Oh. I took the shirt off as soon as I got back because it's soaking wet. I put it back on for this shot. You see my underwear? I put it back on for the shot because you don't want to see this heavenly body. I say heavenly because if you saw me naked, you'd think I look like death. And you should be in heaven right now. So funny. Gonna quickly look in on the garden and do something else. I totally forgot that I have this tool here. Solar Pathfinder. It's a thing I used when I was in the solar power business. It's used for estimating how much shade a given spot will get for the whole year. I would take it up on rooftops. Sorry, most of our solar power installs were rooftops. So I would take it up on the rooftop and I'd put it kind of in the central area, and I could estimate how much shade a solar power system would get in that spot. But I can also use it here in the garden to see how much shade I'm getting. And not just at this time, but all day long, every day of the year. Now, we don't care about the winter months, of course, but we do care about the summer months, say May through to, September? When does the last vegetable come out of the garden? September? But we can do that. What I do is I'll set this up, and then I take a picture of it. We take it inside to the computer, and I analyze the picture, and I can tell you where our shading is coming from. Yeah, let's do that. I did come out yesterday morning and water the garden with a freshly charged 12-volt battery. And it was a lot better. Oh, wow, we got lots of growth going on there. Ooh, and the potatoes, wow, they're really going. So what happens is, looks like I can do it again. The lower plants get way more water than these upper plants up here. So I gotta run the pump for half an hour so that those ones get more water. But just my only concern now, maybe somebody can tell me, is when I got something like this going on, you know, is enough water getting to the other areas of the plot? You know? Now this I'm not so worried about, it's right beside the plant, but you know, even the corn here, if the water's coming in there, is this plant over here going to get enough water? This I don't know. Anyway, we'll see if the plant starts to, you know, if the leaves start to wilt or droop or whatever, then I'll know that it's not getting enough water, right? Presumably. Even this one, remember this? This stalk was dying. It's still half dead, but it's come right back. And we're doing some training here. Looking lovely. Tomatoes are growing nicely. Okay, I'm gonna set this up. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the camera down for a sec. She's a little bit broken, just a little bit. I broke it. It's fallen off her roof one too many times in the wind. I don't know if I can just set it like that. Whoop. Now I have to take a picture, which I'm going to do with my GoPro. So I gotta turn it off for a second. So just a quick look. I took a picture. We got to take it back to the computer now and analyze it. But that's what we're looking at. So what we typically do here with a picture like this is first we select our paint tool. We change the brush type to something a little stronger. We change our thing to white, and then we see all this around the edges. You can see where my mouse is. This is all the shading from the trees. You can see the trees in the reflection of the glass. So we just kind of, I'm not going to do it very carefully here. We, you know, do this for solar power. Yeah, we want to be pretty careful, but for this exercise, I'm just going to do this quickly. We go around, but like that, something like that. Okay, we're done. Now you'll see along the bottom here, the 6, 7, 8, those are like 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and it goes through to 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., right? Now these curved lines here, these arc lines, it's really hard to see, but the first one is June, the second one is July, the third one is May, And then I think the other one, the next one is August. And then we get into like April, and then we get into September, right? So we're really only, for the growing season on Ontario, we're really only concerned with June, July, May, August, maybe September, right? So we're really only up to, say, this line right here. This line right here is where we're concerned with. So we can see that, you know, here's where we're really looking at. Right here, and then over here, we can see that in the morning, we get shading from about around 8:30, and then we don't get shading again until about 4:30 in the afternoon. So this is where I can positively say we get this amount of sunshine every day during the summer. So I know that this is a really good spot. There's no obstructions between 8:30 and 4:30. So there you go. That's how we do it. For solar power, of course, we calculate the entire year. There's ways to do this and calculate, you know, there's weighted averages and stuff like that. And we can tell you how much solar power you're producing. But for gardening, 8:30 to 4:30 sunshine, pretty good. See this little guy, this lantern? Love this lantern. It's one of the favorite things. My favorite things. City Girl put a new mantle in it. She did a video on that. Did you know City Girl has her own channel? Raspberry Rock ASMR. I'll link it below if I remember, which I hope to do. Anyway, I hung it here, and this is not a very good spot for it because this is where I come into the cabin. We're right next to the back door here. Come into the cabin, and I start taking stuff off, or when I'm putting stuff on even. And you know how many times I've whacked this with my hand? And it's just hanging on a nail here, and I'm just lucky that I haven't knocked that off there, because if I do knock that off there, I'm going to really regret it, and because that glass, that bulb is going to break. So I've decided, I just whacked it a few minutes ago. That's why I'm doing this now. I'm going to move it. I kind of like it hanging from the thing here. Mind my hanger. This is where I hang my sweaty shirts. Too much information? So I'm just gonna, oh, that's not fitting on there nicely. Is that the right? Oh, is that green? I am colorblind and I can't see up close. Okay. I need to find a proper bit for this. Have I mentioned how much getting old sucks? Eyesight is going, arthritis, and kind of shit happening. Get a nice angle on this. That's as good as it gets. There we go. Now it's got its own spot. Can't hit it there. Not easily. Well, I'm going to go out and do some firewood because there's some time left in the day and I need some more sawdust. Weird reason to do firewood, right? I mean, I also need to keep myself warm next winter. Should have led with that, right? Should have said that first. So remember our friends here that used to be eggs? There are now 5 chicks in there. And I'd pull one out and show it to you, but that nest is way too small for them. And I'm worried that one of them is just going to drop out, even without me touching them. They're not quite old enough that they freak out if they see something up here. You know, they go, quack, quack, quack. They're not doing that. But I'm really worried that one of them's going to fall out as they get bigger. I mean, they're already exploding. So I happen to have this upstairs. It used to be our bedside table. And I thought I pre-drilled some holes and put some screws in, forgetting, of course, that there's board and batten here. If I line this up perfectly, I'm on a batten, and I don't think these screws will go far enough. The one will if I move it down. If I Yeah, I'll just take out that lower one and move the other one down. And then I might find a small piece of, that's even worse. Small piece of batten to just stick in there. And I'll go through both. But then if any chicks fall down, they land there, and I can just keep an eye on them, and keep an eye on up here. If I see any there, I can just kind of try and put it back in the nest. It's warm enough these days that it's not going to freeze overnight. It's funny, usually when I get close to these chicks, the mother robin is like out here squawking at me. Hey, you son of a bitch, you get away from my children! Alright, I'm gonna do this. I'll come back after. I think I set a record for how many times I hit my head on the GoPro as I was walking back and forth here. Anyway, I got a bit of a spacer there. I'm gonna line it up with the outside here. Well, maybe not. I'm gonna use the scientific method and eyeball this. Oh, it's a little unlevel. I think I just shifted the cabin about an inch in the wrong direction there. Anyway, that'll be, hopefully, if the one falls out, right there. That's the idea. That doesn't look right. It's almost a brand new chain on there, and I sharpened just before I started. But I guess that's pretty hard oak over there. And, well, this is hard oak too. I'll sharpen it again, but I might just give up for today because I'm really tired. You know what? I give up for today. I'm just too tired. It's around 3:30 and just exhausted. It's so hot out here. It's so humid. I'm just dripping. Like literally, it's running down my body. My heavenly body. Don't envision it. It's not pretty. That stuff stays with you. You'll never unsee it. Alright, I'm going to put everything away. So I'm at the No Frills in Belleville. I had to come down to Belleville for one of these. So I thought I might as well go grocery shopping here while I'm at it. I swear the most random things happen to me. I'm in the grocery store. I'm passing this guy and he's like, "Gee, bags? Here, have some bags. I got extras." And he stuffs 3 bags onto my cart. And yeah, I forgot my bags in the cabin. So I actually did need bags. I was gonna buy some. Isn't that random? Anyway, Ray called me about half an hour ago. And he's like, "I'm coming out to the cabin tonight. We're gonna stay overnight, and then tomorrow we're going to go to the auction." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, let's do that." So yeah, auction trip. What is it like a good auction trip? I can't wait to see what's there. Wonder what Ray bought. Probably something he doesn't need. But Ray's no dummy. I mean, he buys stuff that even if he doesn't need it now, he knows that he'll need it at some point. But he swears he's going to stop doing houses. Like it's just too much for him. He's getting too old. Anyway, biggest grocery store. This is No Frills. It's the biggest grocery store within 100 miles, I swear. And they have everything except they have no fresh fish. Sometimes they have like this little section of fresh fish, like this big. But there was none today. No fresh fish. And the cheese that I always buy, they only have it in the smaller packages. So I'm going to stop at the Valley Mart in Tweed because they have the cheese in the bigger packages and they have the fresh fish. So I need fish and cheese. And I got thinking about it. Isn't it weird how much fish and cheese sounds like efficiencies? Fish and cheese. Efficiencies. Anyway, auction trip. Yes! I also got a tetanus shot today in addition to blood work. When I went to see, I'm seeing a new doctor now in Belleville. And when I went to see her a month ago, she's like, when was the last time you had a tetanus shot? I said, I don't remember. I really don't. She said, "Well, do you want one?" I said, "Do I need one?" She said, "Well, what are the chances you'll step on a nail or something?" I'm like, "Yeah, I really need that tetanus shot." "Yep, give it to me. I need that." Like the chances of that are actually pretty good. And now my arm is sore. My left arm is sore. I'm looking for a Subway. I have a sub. It's like 1:15. I haven't eaten anything today. There it is. Found it. Turn. Eyes on the road, Russell. Put down the camera, Russell. GoPro, stop recording. So the worst thing ever just happened. But before that, I mean, to fill out my random day, I was missing 2 propane tanks. I was like, where did they go? I'm down 2, and I know I went and get them filled, but don't remember putting them back in the car after they got filled. So I'm like, oh god, I gotta go in there. It's so embarrassing, right? Forgot 2 propane tanks? So I go in, and I'm hoping it's the same guy that was there. That was like last week or the week before. I'm hoping it's the same guy, so I can at least say, "Hey, remember me?" But it wasn't. There's the woman that works in there. And so I walk in, and I'm like, and she looks up, she sees me, and she says, "Hey, you finally came back for your propane tanks." I just started laughing. I guess the guy had told her, and she knew right away because I have a very distinctive car, right? Anyway, do you see all the pollen? Every year I say, wow, there's so much pollen, but this year has been real crazy. Anyway, yeah, the worst thing ever just happened a few minutes ago. Remember the birds, the bird nests on the porch? This was just yesterday. I was petting them, and I put that board up. Well, I just paused a few minutes ago on the porch, and I reached up just to ee on one of the birds, and all 5 birds just blasted out of the nest and flew off into the bush. And I'm like, oh! And about 10 seconds later, I'm standing there like, I can't believe this just happened. 10 seconds later, the mom bird comes flying along, lands in a tree, looking at me. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. And yeah, you can make with the, "I told you so, Russell. I told you shouldn't mess with that nest." Yep, make me eat my words. Make me eat it. Certainly touching eggs and touching the baby birds is not going to drive the mother away or make the mother disown them. That's a myth passed on by parents who didn't want their kids to mess with bird nests, right? That's what they tell them. But it's because it's so widely used now that everybody just believes it. Of course, you're not supposed to scare the birds into flying off into the bush, but they're all great flyers. I expected maybe one to just go boo, but no, they just blasted off. So they're in no danger because they all flew into the trees. But well, maybe I did them a favor. I don't know. Maybe Mama Bird was just waiting for them to get the hell out. I mean, they're a tiny little nest for those 5 birds. I told you so, Russell. Oh, you don't mess with the nest. Here's a question. Do birds lay eggs twice in a season? I think some do, right? Maybe she'll lay another set of eggs. I don't know. Yeah, these deer flies are bad. We'll get you inside. Oh, and my day is not complete because remember Ray's still coming tonight? Wild day. The doggies. Dick. Yeesh. They look nice and new. Yo.
Hey, Russell. How are the bugs?
It's the Stache boys, the No-Stache boys.
No-Stache now.
Together again.
Eat your bug.
How are the bugs? Is that a silly question?
Well, can't be that bad, are they?
Are you in shorts?
I'm gonna put in long pants now. I'm not stupid.
You gonna do a little experiment?
No. Why?
What deer flies you can get on you at once?
Oh, is it deer flies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind the mosquitoes, but deer flies annoy me.
Well, I mean
Right there.
there are mosquitoes as well. Look at this nice new truck. Just drink it in because it won't stay this way for very long. You already got a dent on your side.
What? You dented my truck? No. It was like that when I got it.
Oh, I think what I knew.
I thought you knew that was it. Yeah.
Okay.
That came off these.
How's the bugs back there?
So far, looking good.
What are you wearing glasses for? You look weird.
Well, I put them on my head and they get brushed off with the. I normally wear them on my head on the top there.
Alright, well.
Put them in my pocket, they get broken.
Alright. And then when he puts them down, he loses them.
But for some reason, there's still some low-hanging branches I remember here from months ago. Or was it years ago? No, it was years ago, sorry.
No, I went through here and
I hit them with the kitchen going in, and they're still there.
No, I went through here recently and trimmed a lot, but it's like every day, you know. Ow! It's almost, watch your head. It's almost like things are growing out here, you know.
They grow like that, do they? Okay.
That's weird.
What?
It's a forest.
Yeah.
The No-Stache boys, right again.
I think you have a stash.
What?
Yep.
Shit. It's a goatee.
A goatee, okay.
Really just an unshaven...
Exactly. It's just I haven't shaved in 3 weeks. And,
it's an unshaven goatee.
yes.
Ugh. This rain makes everything wet. Look at all the lumber. That's a lot of lumber. I've never seen lumber like this being sold at auction. Look at these bad boys. I could make so many raised beds out of that. Garden beds.
Send you something to get rid of the compressor so it's good.
Compressor in the way. Ah, look, a bathtub. I could get so wet in that. Oh, look at these slabs. Oh, it's too bad they're all getting wet. Yeah.
Some of that stuff's worth real money.
Butternut.
You can build, oh, look at that. That's what they hold in the middle of that.
Well, it's all getting wet. Like, trees aren't supposed to get wet.
I know. But just look at the divot in there.
I know.
What do you do with that?
Like,
It's not.
I would hope that they show that in the pictures.
Well, when it rains, it's obvious, but this one rains though. I'm curious what that goes for.
Some of this would make good, like a mantle around my wood stove.
It's too big for a mantle.
Well, no, this piece
Oh,
is.
the little ones, yeah,
but
some little pieces, yeah.
little piece.
This could have been for your island.
Big island.
Well, you have to cut pieces off of it, yes, not the whole thing.
Cut pieces off of it.
Well, you don't just slap that down, like you do work to it. There is work involved in it. But, yeah. Good selection anyway.
So the next auction is Tuesday, so they're pretty full of stuff right now. Are they big enough? Bring a big enough truck, yeah. Those reciprocating saws, little compressors. Stuff. Cool. What is that?
The Ludio tucked behind here. Let's see what we can do. I just don't think it's all going to fit.
Okay.
Just set that down before there. So the little old ladies, they can't reach, like a regular stackable, the controls for the dryers on the top.
Yeah.
Some of the little lady can't reach up there. So that's why these ones are. Okay.
Are we lifting or are we just
All right,
pushing?
you just push. I'm gonna lift
Oh
over
my
the cardboard.
Jesus. That's heavy. We're still going?
All right.
Holy crap, I'm glad I'm not unloading that.
Here you are.
Okay, again, or what? How are you gonna get it in
Give
there?
me that strap. I just can't get it on these little wheels. Okay, that's better. All right, so on the cardboard. I just want to lift it onto the cardboard.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just push the cardboard out of it. Okay, microwaves now. Micros aren't very heavy, so we're sacking on top. I know. These are small. I don't know what they are. There's basically one more. There's a washer and all that crap.
Oh wow. I hate this stuff. Oh, where did that come from?
It's the washer. Washer machine.
Oh, it looks very similar to the one that we have at the condo, actually.
Yeah.
Slower, slower. Oh, Ray.
Oh yeah, I got it. No residue.
Yes, sell me at auction. Sell me. So now lot number 9696 is a human. Apparently. Okay, washer next, right?
Seals, yeah. Okay, this is a washing machine. It's not like a dryer. In other words, it's heavy. Okay. It's heavier than that stove, that's for sure.
The way you want it to win?
I can, yeah.
Oh, that, they usually put a piece of concrete in the bottom. Oh, really? Oh, of course.
But it spins like.
Yeah.
I thought it was a joke. You know, why is it so heavy? Oh, it's the concrete block in the bottom. I thought that was a joke until I opened it up.
Do a cardboard?
Maybe.
Well, I was thinking, like, can you... I was thinking, actually, if you move this, go this way, then I can go like this.
How heavy is this thing? It's heavy. Okay. Might have to come back and have that stuff.
In the chair.
You also got the rug, and you also got the serving table. We'll be serving the dresser.
Mortar and pestle?
Sorry? Just the dresser.
So the what was that look, Ray? You're not sure about the mortar and pestle? Oh. Oh. Ray, you gotta see this. Well, so you got a clock, and you got. I don't have my glasses on. Oop. One of these has got to be a barometer.
What do you want to buy?
Look at this, man. Come on, isn't that cool?
It's cool, but
They're so cool. I'd want two of them.
what is this? An altimeter or just another clock?
I don't know. One of them must be a barometer, right?
That's what I was guessing, but.
Oh, there's 3 displays to look at. Why don't I have 3 heads?
I don't want that. I don't want that.
Wow, you don't want that. Oh, classic. Oh. Socks. You know what's funny is like boxes of socks like this, they go pretty cheap. And there's so many. You might get a box full of socks for $5. You never know. Oh, kitchen stuff? Oh, this is more like vanities, I guess, for your bathroom. Oh, oh no. Can you see that? It just, oh, it looks like something crimped it right there. So sometimes that makes it a really good deal. My workshop is going to need something like this. Okay. There we go. Sigh. Ooh, look at this one. Oh, that's really nice. Is that locked? The hanger? That's really nice. Got a weird smell to it though. Look at all the kitchens. There's always kitchens. Oh my god, I want to go down here, but check it out, guys. What? What? Oh, remember, oh my goodness. Can we get a nice shot inside? I'm not a Corvette fan, but I do like this model. It's classic. I bet Al will know this, you know, what's original on here and what's not. Unbelievable. Few scratches.
Good paint.
Right? That's pretty neat.
Someone's done some restoration on that sucker.
Yeah.
These are like the coolest car as a kid, right?
They're still pretty cool. Oh,
They are, but...
So the roof comes off.
Oh, it's a convertible. Oh, great.
Well, if you're going to be the one that opens the door, then I'm going to...
I found it like that. But yeah, you look at the interior. Oh man, it's an automatic. Oh, was it a ladies' car?
What?
It's
Come
automatic.
on. Don't be like that. A lot of this looks original, doesn't it?
It looks pretty original. Yeah. It looks pretty good. Can't be open the hood, but I think they might drop.
Well, you open the door. You have to close it now. I'm not touching it.
So cool and so impractical.
Well, yeah, I'm not a Corvette fan, but I do like that model.
Well, the T-top is really cool. I had the Trans Am T-top. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Mine was standard though. It was a man's car.
What do we got here? Listen, you can find anything at these auctions, right? Yeah, it's a fishing kayak. It is. It's a man's kayak. Looks brand new.
It is. Take all your beaver dam tools.
It even has a battery-powered propeller.
It's a pedal one.
Oh, it's pedal.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Well, still.
But I bet you could get battery-powered.
Well, it's pretty handy though, because you can be fishing with two hands and pedaling. Like a,
Yeah, no, I get it.
They smashed the corner on this, otherwise it would have been a nice little unit. I suppose you could goof it up, but too bad.
Keep it up. Oh, I see.
It's like a $1,500 unit.
These look brand new.
Yeah, Darlene will probably be bidding on them.
Resist.
I need one. I need one for the elephant house.
Just put that website on your blocked list and tell her they went out of business. Sorry, Darlene, I know you watch these videos.
She doesn't know what a host file is. I know what a host file is.
Oh.
Remember the old days of...
Oh, yeah, host.ini.
No, it wasn't .ini. They didn't have any extensions. They were just hosts.
That...
Yeah, look it up.
I don't think it was just hosts.
That was the weirdest thing about that file, but so simple a file, but so powerful. The scammers use it to this day.
So you just redirect her to Google or something.
Hmm?
Just redirect her to Google.
Oh wow, okay. So it's got plugs and a USB, and
Yeah.
is that for your beside your couch or is that for in your car?
That would probably go between seats in a minivan.
Good. Yeah, it's got some kind of. I think it's meant for a sectional.
Oh
it's a
yeah,
sectional.
yeah. It goes on one of these couches. Not this. Ooh. Oh wow. What is this? What is this? This, whatever this is, this isn't just somebody trying to rebuild something. This is original, right? What is this, Ray?
It's just a display thing. It's just a stupid.
Oh no, come on, don't say that.
It is.
This was used in World War II to ferry pigeons around the world, take secret private messages.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept the pigeons in there somehow.
Just like this thing. This is just fake too, isn't it? Just a big piece of junk.
It doesn't.
It's not real.
Well, if you.
But if you have your wine in there or something, I guess you could. But this is all.
Oh, that's Ray ruining everything. Ruin it, Ray. That's what I'm gonna start calling you. He used to be No-Stache Man. Now he's Ruin It, Ray. Wreck It, Ray. Ah, I'm not gonna sleep well tonight.
This is comfy.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Yeah.
Probably got the massager and the.
Yeah.
It lifts you out of the. Maybe not.
I don't think
it doesn't.
that.
Doesn't look
Could
like.
though. Some of them do. No, I don't think so. But
Leg rest, head rest, back.
Look at this garbage.
Okay, that looks like it was.
This is the ultimate piece of garbage. Look at this.
Oh wow.
It's some kind of modern metal art. No, they don't move.
Well. Wow. Was there ever a time that this is how they looked?
I think they were bigger and thicker. And they did.
I guess if I could just touch it.
No, I
then
don't
it's-
think you're ever allowed to touch it.
Yeah, I can tell that doesn't move. Oh, here's a metal cutter. You had one like these, right?
Oh yeah, I got one of those. Yeah.
Forgotten metal?
I got this, almost the same model.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's almost the same model. It's not these. It's the same casting, but mine's a little different, but very, very similar. I don't know what's in there. Streamline, freestanding bathtub. Oh, okay. Yeah. Put one of those out in the rock.
I'd love to have a bathtub. I'd love to have a bathtub, or
In
like,
the summertime would be good. You could just sit there with your rubber duck, and
or like a hot
the
tub.
dogs would all jump in with you, and probably soak them up, and there you go.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
10-inch.
Yeah. Well, there's
Actually, I don't have a 10-inch.
5 watts of them in it.
My chop saw is 12-inch,
12
and
inch, oh, yeah.
my hand thing is
Yeah.
like 7. What's this stuff? Ooh. Yeah, something like that. I bet that goes real cheap. And you always need more of these, right? What are these called? They're disc?
Cut off or the grinding discs.
Grinding discs? Yeah.
4.5-inch grinding.
I bet those go cheap. Look at all the barbecue sets. Is it attached to me? Is this a two-foot? Grill. Oh, it's a grill cover. A grill cover, and they're selling them in pairs.
What?
Look, they're grill covers, but they're selling them in pairs.
There's too many of them, I guess.
Like how? Who needs? Who's got 2 grills?
Yeah, I heard what you're saying.
Oh, I can't even tell what half this stuff is.
Well, those people have to do barbecue. Not to do those, they would be, but. Oh, weird stuff, yeah.
Barbecue kit, maybe?
Maybe.
Oh,
Wrench set.
wrench set.
Yeah.
leave it how we
Well,
find
that should
it.
tie down. Good for tying down an excavator. I bet they're cheaper than the ones you bought.
I bet they are too. Weird. Oh. Are those 18650s maybe? Or... No, that's battery for a power thing. Oh, all this stuff. Box of tools. Ooh. Ammo piece? And doors.
No more doors for me.
No more doors? He doesn't want any more doors. Shrimp ring? Yeah.
Tankless water heater though. You ever have a tankless water heater? It's an RV one, so a little tiny tankless water heater.
An RV one.
Well, it's a...
I might look at that.
Hmm?
I might look at that.
Is it? It must be propane, right? It's meant to be an RV. It's got to be propane. It's propane. They're all on 2.6 gallons a minute. Oh, that's enough for a shower.
2.6?
Yeah. Gallons per minute. So.
Oh, gallons per minute, yeah. I have no idea.
Got anti-freeze something too, so don't freeze up. Sinks. Those. Oh, okay. Well, they're useful.
I think we've come to the doors.
Yeah, I don't need to see all the doors. You don't want to see doors, do you?
No, I don't need to see the doors.
Oh, the barn door gets. That's usually them for kitchen cabinets.
Wow. That's nice.
So your sink right in here, and there's a man's kitchen. Oh, it's not for sale. It's an office. They're not selling it.
We thought they were selling this building.
Well, we do. We sold buildings like that. There might be one up there today, actually. Outside.
There are. He probably wants this door closed. Do you want me to leave that open?
No, just let it shut.
Alright.
Take a quick drive through the yard and see what else we see.
Yeah, we already looked at that. Oh, is that a... What is that black thing there? Is that a seat for an ATV?
Looks like
Like a cargo?
It does.
Not that I need one, but...
That's what it is. Yeah. The model it is, but... Not really shape, but...
I don't need one. Alright. What's the tires?
Oh, yeah. Big ass tires. What's in the big boxes? Shelving, okay. Shelving.
There's your kit. There's your middle 16 by 24. It can't all be in that one box.
It is.
All that metal and
Yep, yep.
framing and shit.
Yeah.
16 by 24.
That's what it says. $380 184 square feet. 10-foot ceiling. That'd be a lot easier than building one from scratch.
I know.
You want to expand your shop to 16 by 24?
Well, right now the design is. Oh yeah, I guess it is a bit bigger.
Pretty close to that, though.
10-foot ceiling. Oh, at the peak. And what is it? Does it say what it is at the sides?
Judging by that truck, with the peak, it's probably like 8.
8.
Eve height 90 inches. Okay, so it's just under 8.
We're gonna
It's 7 foot 6.
we're gonna have a serious talk about this.
Well, that would fit one load on your ATV, although it probably weighs a ton, so you have to break that down, I imagine. What's the weight on this thing? Assembly required 2 skilled handy people for 2 to 3 days. Do you know any 2 skilled handy people?
I know one.
How much does it weigh?
In fact, we
shipping weight 2,075 pounds. Don't think I'd do one trailer. Oh,
I don't think my little trailer's rated for 2,000 pounds.
I think it's probably 500 or 250.
I
But
suppose
it's
it's
small
enough.
enough. The pieces are small enough that you could do that. You can see how they've done it. So there's like 6 foot high sections. So even though it's 7.5 feet at the edge, they only go up to that high, which is the length of this box. So half of this box is just panels. So
Yeah.
that would simplify things dramatically.
We just have to put a couple of windows in there, and I don't know. We'll watch the auction and see what happens. But it'd certainly be a lot better than the shelter. That
30 by 40, but you need 2 sea cans for that. It'd be a lot harder to get in there.
the sea can.
What else we got here?
They have sea cans out here. I wonder if they're.
Sometimes they sell them. How do you sell sea cans here?
I would never get one of those out to the cabin.
No.
Where are you going?
Taking up that way?
No, but there's a couple of buildings over there. Oh, there's a half a sea can. Are these sea cans as well?
These open up. These are the ones that open up.
Oh, right,
These
right.
are not opened up, so. But yeah, these open up to 20 by, I don't know, it must be at least 20, 22 or something like that. So I think that folds up, the 2 wings fold out, and then the door fold. Yeah, you've seen it.
Okay.
You can go on the Chinese websites and you can see them.
Okay.
But they go for decent money. Like
Mhm.
you can get them from China. You can get them from China, and yeah, that's good.
Yeah, they're metal frames, right?
Yeah, I don't know how well insulated. Like when you order from China, you can say I want insulation in them or whatever.
Yeah.
But
And then we got these little. Can you get out this one? Oh, you can. Okay.
That's what I would have done after COVID. When we looked into that side. Occasionally we could do that. Now we're too old to do that. We'd like to do it in the US or whatever.
Yeah.
But now I'm not interested.
Look, they still got some of these mini X's.
All over that material. Usually a walk on it. Kind of stand up. Oh, the thing flips down, you stand up.
Yeah.
It's a stand up.
What, lumber?
No, the
This
same thing as a little shovel thing.
What are you talking about? Oh,
Once they're articulating.
it's a little tractor. All right, I'm getting wet. Right.
That's our June auction visit.
Well, I bet those mini X's are going cheap now. I mean,
No,
if they've been having them in every auction, and
they must be getting enough money for them to make it worthwhile. So.
I guess so. It's the end of the stash, boys. The No-Stache boys.
I'm the only one that doesn't have a stash. You got something else going on. Here
This
that
isn't a
is not.
stash. This is just.
This is like homeless person beer on the side.
So I feel like that. Anyway, Ray's. I'm glad I don't have to help you unload this stuff. But yeah. So at the end of the last video, I said Ray and I were going to do this little solar power install. It looks like we're doing that tomorrow, but it won't be in this video. It'll be in another video.
Oh, you gonna edit tonight?
Yeah, I gotta edit tonight, and this video is gonna come out tomorrow.
Cool.
Anyway, so we'll see you tomorrow.
Right, cool.
Been fun and shit.
All right, when did you want to get out there?
Oh, 10?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Is that okay?
I think it's good. Yeah. That
Nice.
gives me enough time to get stuff going too. So.
It's an hour drive. No, it's like an hour and 15, and then 30 minutes out of the cabin.
Yep, I got it.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, yep.
And on cue, it starts raining harder. Jesus. The sun's coming out. Christ. Okay, I'm going home. All right, you go in here. So that's going to bring us to the end of this video. I know it was long and a lot of just walking through the auction house and looking at stuff. And I know you're probably sick of gardening as well, but that's just what's going on, and that's all I can show is what's going on, right? Anyway, did you all know that City Girl has her own YouTube channel? It's called Raspberry Rock ASMR. She posts videos now and then when she can. She doesn't spend a lot of time at the cabin, so it's difficult for her to do, but there's a lot of videos over there that you may not have seen. Raspberry Rock ASMR. Take a look. Take a look for it. And that's it for this video. Hope you had a good time, and don't forget to pea soup.